The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A very solid gain of 27. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rock it. Hey, echo.
On 2nd down, Barkley, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here we go.
The first down line at the 34, here on 3rd down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Tight go.
Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Go.
Check. Cross down.
They'll run with Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, Foxtrot.
On 4th down, Jones. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. After a 1-point game, 7-6.
Down. 18 Gator.
It's our time. Kill.
Get it.
Jones now on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Tighten up.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing Jones. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
Check. Watch the edge. Check.
Shoot.
Here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's on the multiple-time Pro Bowler, Joe Staley, the tackle. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
65.
They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers. 4 yards on the pickup.
12, here we go.
Second and
21.
At the 29-yard line.
Hey, gun.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 71 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch
Here we go.
all the way into the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, Charlie, 12.
Switch.
Those 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both failed.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on, but the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Throwing on second and 8. Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Get him.
Hey, seam 6.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
You ain't got nothing. Shift. Watch the shift. Check 13. 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. And Tate's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39.
I know a retirement ceremony, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Okay, Betty, I see you.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
90.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 24.
Bam. Snap.
On first down, Barkley. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
You're out.
Check 15. Rush in.
Look. Squeeze.
Kill. Chance.
Get it.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The 49ers now are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
At the 19-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Begin.
Lock. 11.
58, right? I got this. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, Alpha.
58's the money. 58's the money.
65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Here we go.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Let's go, let's go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they'll be set up pretty nice. 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The 37-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Shepard deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball at the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it.
And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll try to run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. from midfield. Here's Garoppolo.
What were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, alert! Alert! Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 31, Garoppolo. Now he'll escape to his left. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
21.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense. And that's their first of this second half. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Wait.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alec Ogletree.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. Third down here.
60 Pittsburgh.
He's coming. We got double up.
No!
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 18 yards, first down Niners. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. To throw is Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The end result, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Alec Ogletree in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
21.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
65. Watch the screen. 21. Watch the screen. Check 52.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Watch the screen. Pass. He's checking. Two.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 start.
Watch 54. You go, 9-9.
5.
Jones throwing on first down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Here's Jones. Going to throw again. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On 2nd down, Barkley. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
50, plant. Look at me. Go.
Single.
Hey, Haywood. General West.
Under 10.
Hit it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
A 23-yard attempt.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
6-6, pull it high. I got you. 13.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Jones now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 28 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 11, 11. Undercrunch. 11. Hey, Echo.
Mike 57.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Lock! Hey, alert! Hey, gun!
I'm coming.
Hey, box truck! Hey, alert!
He's coming, double up.
Hey, hunt!
Now Garoppolo.
Check 26.
Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left.
You don't want no problems with me.
So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this is good. Robbie Gould knocks it through in a pressure spot. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. So the victory here for San Francisco. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes in. Play. A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe